All right, so taking a look here at question number 5, again, same directions as questions 3 and 4. Find the slope of the line through the given pair of points, if possible. Based on the slope, indicate whether the line through the points rises from left to right, falls from left to right, is horizontal, or is vertical. And for a quick review of what this actually means for a line to rise from left to right or fall from left to right, or what a horizontal line looks like in relation to its slope, or what a vertical line looks like in relation to its slope, go ahead and take a quick look at video number 3, and I do a quick review of what that visually looks like to have a line that rises or falls or is horizontal or vertical. So, all right, we know that when we're given 2 points and they ask us to find the slope, we're going to go ahead and label these points. So we'll start off by going x1, y1, and x2, y2, and we're going to plug that information into our slope formula, which by now hopefully we know as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so here we have our slope formula. Let's plug in the points that we've been given. So y2, 7 minus y1, 7 over x2 is negative 2 minus negative 9. Well, 7 minus 7, that we'll take care of in just a second. But first, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. When we distribute this negative through, we're actually going to end up with a plus 9. And so going ahead and simplifying this, well, 7 minus 7, that gives us a 0. And then negative 2 plus 9 gives us a positive 7. And here we have a case of kind of the opposite of what happened in question number 4, where we ended up with a 0 in the denominator and our slope was undefined. Here we end up with a 0 in the numerator, and that's perfectly okay. If we have a 0 in the numerator, then our fraction, in this case, is going to reduce to simply 0, and therefore our slope is going to be 0. And so our slope is 0. And again, reviewing from question number 3, we know that anytime you have a line with a 0 slope, right away you know that it is a horizontal line. And so we can safely say that this is a horizontal line. And I wanted to mention really quickly that you can go ahead and you don't have to always label that first point x1, y1. You can start off by labeling the second point you're given x1, y1, and then label the first point x2, y2, but as long as you're consistent. And so let's go ahead and actually take a look and see that you'll get the same answer even if you start by labeling the second point as x1, y1. So if we're given, so negative 9, 7, and negative 2, 7. Let's go ahead and label these now. So we're going to say this is now x1, this is now y1, this is now x2, and this is now y2. You'll see that when we plug this information into the very same formula, we're still going to get 0 as our slope. So let's test that out. So y2 minus y1, well again we're going to have 7 minus 7 over, and now x2, negative 9 minus, now negative 2. And so let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. 7 minus 7 we'll take care of in just a second. And let's simplify this denominator here. So negative 9, when we go ahead and distribute through, we're going to end up with a plus 2. And so here we're going to have 7 minus 7, which is 0. And then negative 9 plus 2 gives us negative 7. And again, you see that we still end up with a 0 in that numerator, and therefore we reduce to 0, and so the slope is 0 once again. So it doesn't matter which point you start labeling x1, y1, as long as you are consistent. So if you decide this is going to be your x1, y1, then the other point has to be x2, y2. All right, and so here we have our final answer. We have a slope which is 0, and a 0 slope indicates a horizontal line. All right, that was number 5. I think we're going to get into some graphing next, so I will see you at question 6. Again, this is Joe Brownlee with Palm Beach State. Thanks for watching.